Hey, it's Carrie here at Treatment Unicorn. Now I am going to nerd out on you just a little bit here. So, it's 1975 and in New York, Bruce Springsteen is recording. It's taken a year so far. He is recording the Born to Run album. It's his third studio album. It's being made at the record plant and being produced by John Landau. Now, the sound engineer for a large portion of that album was a young guy called Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine later became a producer in his own right. He started Interscope Records. He became one part of the Beats by Dre company. Freaking billionaire. But in 1975, Jimmy Iovine, he was probably 22. He had been trained up in the studios and he was becoming a really good sound engineer. He was naturally gifted. It was something he was passionate about. It was something he was totally in alignment with. But at the same time, he was a bit of a slacker. And then onto the scene comes Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen is meticulous in the way that he works. The guy is an artist. Now, I can take or leave Bruce Springsteen's work. You know, Born to Run, great track, a couple of other good ones, but generally I am not such a big fan. But when it comes to being meticulous, when it comes to being an intellect, when it comes to being a reporter of the things that he was seeing in his community, in the culture around him at the time, he is off the scale. So the sessions were long. And Jimmy Iovine, as a young guy who, you know, his brain was a little bit flighty, he would sometimes not be paying as much attention. And there became this theme that they would be sat in the control booth. They'd be sat with all the dials, all the sliders and everything at the control desk. And Jimmy Iovine would be like working on the particular sound of a drum track. He'd be like being asked if the snare needed to come up, if there needed to be more tom, if there needed to be more bass, if they actually needed to take bits away, or if they needed to add more layers to it. And Bruce Springsteen used to like totally just nail him every time. He used to kind of want so much focus, so he wanted everyone around him to have as equal amount of passion as he had. And he used to kind of just like take at Jimmy Iovine and be like, stick, stick, stick. And what he meant was, are you focusing on the detail? Can you see what I want? Can you hear the difference? And it became a really not just intuitive process, but quite an engineered process. It was about training the young Jimmy Iovine's ears to the nuance of the sound. Now, as a therapist, I think that's really exciting because it's not like we have somebody shouting stick, stick, stick behind us, and maybe sometimes we do. It's so easy to come away from the things that we were taught at school when we develop our own skill, our own kind of, free flow, our own nuance, when we get out of the routines that we were taught. But the really important fundamental part of this is about feeling into the nuance of what's going on under your hands. It's about really allowing yourself to feel the difference in the fascia, in the muscles, or in the connective tissues, not just kind of go at it, paint by numbers, massage, massage, massage. It's not a back massage here and a neck and shoulders there. It's not a full body massage for 60 minutes. It's about the nuance within every single client, what every single client is looking for, searching for, how their body feels underneath your hands, whether the tissues are tight, whether there's any bounce, whether you hit one of those solid people, whether there's a lot going through their lives emotionally, spiritually, mentally, intellectually. And it's about remembering that there is this holisticness. It's 4-dimensional, it's 5-dimensional. It's not just the 3 dimensions of the body, but it goes beyond all of that. And it's just like the most magical thing. But if you can get yourself in the back of your head to just be like, stick, pay attention. What's happening under your hand? What's the feel of the tissue under your fingertips? Magic can be created. So that's possibly a long-winded way of explaining what I was trying to get to. But that's the thought for today. Take care, and I will catch you on the next one. Stick!